Hello, Blizzard fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is Game 4 of the quarterfinal series between Life and Hyun, and this is Expedition Lost LE. Now, Life leads this series 2-1, having won the last game, using basically a lot of roaches, some Zerglings and Mutalisks early, and just his macro being super on point, to the level that he was able to reinforce his army much better than Hyun was, and in the end, that was what won him the game, in my opinion. So at this point, Life, having lost Game 1, did win Games 2 and 3, and is now looking to win Game 4 and take a 3-1 lead on his opponent in this series. So we take a look here. It is Hyun, the Blue Zerg, in the bottom left with his, I think those are Starcraft's logos. If you haven't watched any of the Starcraft's movies on YouTube, they are fantastic. They are very funny. It is by a player called Carbot. He started making them a while before Heart of the Swarm came out, and he got so popular that eventually Blizzard actually invited him to come to the release of Heart of the Swarm in California and show his videos to everybody assembled there for the launch. So that was pretty exciting. I'm sure he got a lot of exposure from that, and he's still making his videos every week. So go check him out. I'll put a link in the description. In the meantime, we do have some early pools going down for our players. It looked like about a 10 pool for both. They both got their... Nope, Life just went for gas and an expansion. Hyun, on the other hand, got his gas before he got his expansion, so it's a little bit late, but he'll have Zerglings out before Life does. Now, this is something I kind of struggle with as a Zerg player, is when to get the gas, when to get the expansion. It seems like if I go for early aggression and don't get the expansion, that the players who do have a natural are able to hold off my attacks just fine, and when I get my own expansion, I get rolled by early aggression, so... it's something I need to learn, maybe read up a little bit more on teamliquid.net and figure out what I can do. So here we have a scouting pair of Zerglings moving on into the natural of Hyun, seeing what they can see. There's not much. A Queen moving down to scatter them away, as well as a couple Zerglings of Hyun's own. The Zerglings want to get inside and get a scout off, but no, not able to do it. Some good micro there by Hyun, keeping those Zerglings away, chasing them far out here to the frozen wasteland. So Zergling attacks, Hyun's able to pick one Zergling off, the other one forced to retreat. The production tab shows a huge swell of Zerglings coming up here for Hyun. He didn't want those scouting Zerglings to see that he had gas here in his main, because the gas would indicate some early speedling harassment. Speed is done in 10 seconds. This is a lot of Zerglings coming down. What does Life have to defend? He has nothing. He has 3 queens and a single Zergling. It's not enough to defend here. Spinecrawler is about to finish, but they pick off the Creep Tumor. Yes, they managed to do so, effectively restricting the range at which these queens are okay. I think they might actually have to, yes, retreating. All of the drones retreating. A good surround on the Spinecrawler takes it down quickly and swooping back around, preventing these drones from fighting anything at all. The queens are popping out. I'm not sure if that was a good decision. The Zerglings make a run by right up into the main. The slow Zerglings are not able to defend, taking down several drones. Oh, did he get a single drone kill there? I'm not quite sure. I shouldn't call that stuff before it actually happens, but good defense here by Life, picking these speedlings into a corner, putting them into a corner, allowing them to scout, but really getting only 2 drone kills from that giant swath of Zerglings that came was not fantastic. And even we still have slowlings from Life. He still is not at the point where he is taking, he did just to take his gas, but not upgrading yet. Speedlings are still super annoying here in the main base, but I think Life's going to be in a good spot. Income is 33 to 27 harvesters, so Hyun has actually been macroing up pretty well on the back of this. His speedling attack did not do what he wanted it to do, but in the end he might be okay, although Slowlings moving in here for Life. Gonna try to get a surround on these queens. Might be able to do so. Queens trying to get into a good position where they're able to defend. Yes, fantastic block off there. These Zerglings are trying to focus down the queens, and they are going down. One of them might fall. Good transfuse there by Hyun, able to keep the buddy alive. Good backing into a corner again. No surround possible by these Zerglings. They do take down one queen. Take down a couple, 8 drones there, actually, before they are killed. Still focusing down drones before they die to these speedlings. And yes, they eventually do get cleaned up. And in the end there, that was a big pickup. Those slow Zerglings actually did a good job for Life. 44 to 35 is the advantage now for Life. He is throwing up evolution chambers and a roach warren at the front door, like we saw Hyun do last. Will the speedlings be able to get in here? Again, as long as Life holds position, there's no way they can get into scout. So hopefully they will stay on hold position and prevent that run by from happening. That can be super embarrassing. Hyun, in response, takes his third base. He recognizes that if we're walling off here for life, he's not going to do anything aggressive anytime soon. He just wants to play defense, so I can take a third base, make a whole ton of workers, and hopefully get back into the lead in the macro game. He is in the lead now, 44 to 41 harvesters. Fantastic play for him. Scouting Zerglings denied at the front door by these queens. 2 kills there, 6 kills on that queen, rank Slayer. Roaches popping out now. Are we actually making roaches? No, we're not. Just a bunch of Zerglings. I wonder if the Roach Warren was a bit of a feint. It's a good question, but we do have a Baneling Nest, so this Zergling attack from life, or Speedling attack rather. Do they have speed? Yes, they do. Might be thwarted by a couple of Banelings. They did get scattered out. Banelings morphing in here for life, though. Zerglings attacking some defensive Banelings for Hyun, morphing in as well, surrounding the queens, taking them down one by one, killing a whole bunch of drones, 3, 4, 5 drones getting killed, and the Banelings are just so slow morphing in, not going to get there in time. Banelings for life coming in as well, making huge hits on those drones, 18 drones being killed. These remaining drones in the back are saying, please don't notice me, Zerglings. Please don't notice me. The Zerglings, no. And there's the GG from Hyun. The good timing there, throwing down a bit of a faint Roach Warren at the front door, walling it off, and then saying, nope, 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 I'm going to go Zergling, Baneling all in. And let's see if you're ready for that, Hyun. So, in the end, Life does take the 3-1 lead in this series, and actually does take the series as it was a best of 5. So, well played to Life. He dropped the first game.